Gina and I left for the hospital when her contractions were almost 5 minutes apart. Michelle was the midwife from Dr. Sorger's practice who was on duty that night. She was great, and so was Susan, one of the other nurses who helped us in labor. Their support meant a lot because Gina had a cesarean before, and this time we wanted to do everything we possibly could to avoid having another operation.
Okay, Gina, before you have another contraction, I want to do a vaginal exam.
Okay. All right. You're about 4 centimeters, 4 to 5, okay? It's about 80% effaced, so it's almost thinned out, all right? And the head is a 0 station, okay? So it's slightly posterior, but you're doing really, really well. It's a good start, okay?
Okay, Gina, we're going to do about 20 minutes of fetal monitoring. Then you can get up. Moving around will help turn the baby's head.
Okay. Can I get you something to drink? Do you want some juice, some ginger ale? At least some ice chips. You can keep giving her a mouthful of ice chips just to help replace all those fluids.
While we were still on the fetal monitor, Dr. Sorger came by to see how we were doing. It was nice to see him because he had been with us in labor before, and he'd known Gina for a long time. He'd gotten a report from Michelle, so he knew about the position of the baby's head. He gave us some good ideas for dealing with the back pressure Gina was starting to feel.
You know the baby is posterior again, Michelle tells me.
Yes.
So it's going to be another toughie, and I want you to anticipate that it may not be easy, just like last time, and you may say, do my C-section now, and I'm going to say, no, if you make progress. That's your heparin lock, huh?
Yeah.
And you know what a heparin lock is, right? It's a thing that enables us to quickly get an IV in there without having to fumble for a vein in case there was something wrong. Alright, that's it. Breathe into the pain. Go with it. Just as if you were aiming your breath at where the pain is. Breathe toward the pain inside, right? Alright. And think of the cervix opening of the baby coming down. Alright, Gina. Do you need pressure and back rub? You know what's really good for back labor? That is being on all fours. Go on all fours. Just try it once.
After I finish.
After you finish? Alright.
Yeah.
Dr. Sorger was right. Gina's back hurt less when she got on her knees and leaned into the back of the bed. But you know, it's hard. It's really hard knowing someone you love is feeling pain. I felt powerless to help sometimes, and that wasn't a good feeling. I liked it a lot better when I could do something, so I was really glad when Michelle suggested that walking around might get the contractions going again. It felt like we walked down every hallway in that whole hospital. And moving around did seem to help Gina's back. Sometimes Michelle or Susan walked with us to see how things were going and to help us through a couple of contractions. One thing that amazed me was that in between contractions, Gina was her funny, easygoing self, like nothing unusual was happening. After a couple of hours, the contractions were coming closer together. We were sure we'd made good progress and thought it wouldn't be long before our baby would be born.